Good evening, everybody. It is Zach here, and the garage is a disaster, to put it nicely. But I tell you guys what, I got a lot of stuff done, so I'm gonna give you guys a overview on what's going on here with the camper. If you guys have been watching the live streams, you'll know that I've been working on this thing, getting it all ready to go. And we're doing quite a bit of work to it this year. So first of all, some of the more noticeable things is I went and I got 4 of these scissor jacks on the bottom. Each one of these is rated for 5,000 pounds, so I kind of overdid it by accident. But they work really well. I mean, being they're rated for so much, you can literally turn this thing by hand. So they do work very well for that. I got 4 of them. At first I was just going to do the 2 on the back like it had originally, but then with the 2 on the back and the tongue jack, it's kind of a long run and you can feel the flex of the trailer, which is quite annoying. So what we have now is 4 of them. I just got finished making the step, the old step. There wasn't even a step, but it had these brackets hanging down. Can't remember. Anyways, it had these hanging down off of here like this, and no step in sight. So I was gonna make a steel one, but then I had all this nice green treated lumber. I think that's a 2x10. Yep, 2x10, so it's 9.5, and it works really well as a step. Now this thing's jacked up pretty high, like the tire's off the ground. But another thing I did is I replaced the leaf springs under there, and somebody in the past had flipped the axle on top of those leaves and then notched out the frame. So I flipped it all back around the way it was supposed to be and put new leaf springs under there. Here's the old ones. So that's my little metal pail. So we enter. You can tell it's a mess. A big one. Yeah. So last year we painted everything white. It worked out well. This year we're doing some more. So I'll just go through it with you guys. What we have planned for this side, this is my very rough drawing. So this right here is looking at it like this. The wheel well is underneath this little cabinet that I built. And it's going to have a top portion that sits on it that's going to be hinged. And there's going to be another one over here that's also going to be hinged. And then when the hinges flip up, there'll be a opening in between right here, and there'll be a kind of a countertop on there. And the reason for that is we want 3-drawer storage in here, and the height of it needs to be above the edge so we can get right there. So we're building another one here. It'll all flip up, and then there'll be a nice little area up top, and you can put stuff underneath there. This here was kind of improvised. I made this little shelf thing. I was going to have it all enclosed, but I'm like, I can make a shelf. And I put this roughly 1-inch lip, so when you put something in there, it can't fly out. And we'll get around to the finish of that. So what used to be there was the couch, and we removed that. And then this now, we removed the table because the table really took a lot of space up. We're going to have a foldable table that we can just put in, pull out, and set aside. And that way we'll have a nice sitting area here. Because honestly, there's only ever like Sam and I, and if we get company, it's only for like a few minutes. So there's more than enough sitting room in here. And this will also be sitting area as well. We picked up one of these because, as you know, if you went camping with ladies, in the middle of the night, when it's raining, that's not a fun walk when they have to go to the bathroom. and normally it's a walk. So last year we had the old 5-gallon bucket, wherever that's hiding. It's over there somewhere, and that was great, but I'm looking for something a little less noticeable smelling, I guess you'd say. I mean, it's really not that great, that bucket deal. So what we did is we spent the money. This was $80, I believe, at Fleet Farm, and it's just a nice little toilet. Fill in your fresh water, you pump it, you pull the handle, it dumps it. This hasn't been used, so it's clean, but pull the handle, it dumps it, and then you undo these 2 latches. There's one on each side, and the whole bottom comes off, and then you just go dump it. And you can dump it in any toilet or nothing or anything. So even if you are at a campground and you're packing up to leave, you just unhook that and walk the one time to the bathroom and dump it out right down the toilet if you have to. So I got that. I got some deodorizer stuff too. This cabinet is built wrong, if you will. I need it to be a little wider. The specs for this thing, or the one we looked up, said it was like 17 inches, but this one's a little bigger. So I just have to recut the top piece and the side piece and bring it out another 3-4 inches, and then I'm going to put a door on it, and this little unit is going to slide right in. And I think we're going to have another cabinet deal over here, but that's just going to slide right in. This is going to be for a trash can, and folding table will sit there. I just got to finish wrapping up that wiring. And then the fridge will sit over here as well. So actually it could sit anywhere on here, but yeah, we got a little bit of work to do. We're using this next weekend, so today and tomorrow I'll get this side done, that side done. It won't get finished, it won't get painted, it'll just be done enough so we can go. And then for the finished product, we got some of this nice looking texture, and we're gonna get that all, we'll probably have to get another sheet or 2 of it, but we're gonna get it all wrapped up, and we'll redo the linoleum, and we'll be ready to go. So thought I would give you guys just this is what's going on, and hopefully you guys can get the idea. It'll wrap up sooner than later, but we'll get it all good to go. Alright, I'm heading in. It's like 2 in the morning. I'm tuckered out. It is extremely warm out here. So yeah, that's what's going on. But you can see just how much space we save. I mean, that's probably 6 inches there. It'll be another 4 inches there, so almost a foot worth of space. It just feels bigger in here, and you know, it was manageable before, but we really wanted to put our own touch on it, and I think we did. Looks like someone replaced that board in the past, and the cabinet was cut around, and over here it was cut, so I'll fill that in with my MDF, and then when we put the paneling on, it'll cover up everything in here. It'll look really nice. So yeah, that is that. So that's the project. That's what's going on. And we ripped the furnace out. The furnace we didn't trust it anyways. We just used the buddy heater. The old kitchenette. The new one's not even gonna have a sink because we never ever used the sink. It didn't come with any holding tanks on it or nothing. And we're flipping the kitchen around. This will be kitchen now. The flow of it is going to be a lot better. And that's what we're going for. So a lot of work. MDF is cheap though. It's only $20 to $25 a sheet. So, you know, let's utilize it and get her all finished up the way we want. And then in a couple years when we go to sell it, the value of it will be, it'll be probably the same, if not better, because it's kind of been redone. So yeah, that's what's going on. I'll give you guys another update here tomorrow because I got a boogie on it. But yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I will talk to you later.